Good morning. Our devotion this week is Where is Our Joy? This coming Sunday is the third Sunday in Lent, where we will light the candle for joy. Today, joy isn't always easy to come by. People can be stressed out and depressed during the holidays. We can be stressed out and depressed just looking at the state of the world around us. So where does our joy come from? Does it come from giving and receiving gifts? Does it come from singing Christmas carols around the Christmas tree? Does it come from being surrounded by our loved ones? Well, maybe. But that's not where our joy is supposed to be coming from. Those are just signs of the joy at best. If you have ever wondered with Charlie Brown about what Christmas is about, we need to follow Linus and turn to God's Word. The Old Testament lesson for this week comes from Zephaniah. Not a prophet we get to hear from often, but he does tell us to rejoice, and he gives a real reason why. Listen to Zephaniah chapter 3, verses 14 and 15. Sing aloud, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Israel. Rejoice and exult with all your heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord has taken away the judgments against you, and has turned away your enemies. The King of Israel, the Lord, is in your midst, and you shall fear disaster no more. The reason we rejoice is that we have God with us. We rejoice because God loved us in the midst of our messy lives, in the midst of our sin, and even in the midst of our despair. God loved us enough to want to be with us always. God came to forgive and redeem so that we would be able to rejoice in God's presence. So our joy isn't dependent on human trappings of the season. Our joy is a heavenly thing. Even if what's going on around us here on earth brings more anxiety and fear and pain, we have the promise of joy. God's presence with us allows us to overcome our fear of disaster. Jesus came down at Christmas as Emmanuel, God with us, to remind us that we are not in this alone. The love of God is always with us, and that gives us hope of joy, even in the midst of despair. If you are experiencing despair or depression this holiday season, know that you are not alone. Please talk to me or to a friend or to a family member. Talk to your pastor. Talk to someone you trust. Don't hold the despair and depression and try to bear it alone. We are here to share this together. Have a blessed week.